Hey YouTube, Kier Twig here, bringing you guys my Fire Fist deck profile for April 2015. Really excited about this deck just because now we have Spirit back to 3, making the 3-axis version a lot more viable now. It was a really fun deck. We didn't really get enough time to really enjoy 3 Spirits, but now I'm not sure if it'll be too competitive, but it is a really fun deck. So let's go ahead and give you guys the deck profile. I run 3 Fire Fist Spirit. He's the key card to the 3-axis variant. Basically, when you normal summon him, you can target a level 3 fire monster in your graveyard and special summon it to the field. So you can pretty much hit any of your other level 3 Fire Fist monsters that you run in the deck, and then either go into a rank 3 Exceed Summon or a level 6 Synchro Summon. You can only use him, though, for a Beast Spirit, Warrior Spirit. Basically, just Horse Prince, Vulcan the Divine, or Sirius, whichever one of those you prefer for the Synchro Summon. And I also run 3 Fire Fist Rooster. Rooster is a very important card in the deck. He allows for consistent swap of your Fire Formation cards with his ability to take a Fire Formation card and replace it with a card in your deck of different Fire Fist cards. You can take a used Tenki and replace it with a Tensu if need be. And if this card is special summoned, basically by the effect of a Fire Fist monster, you can add 1 Fire Fist monster from your deck to your hand. So the basic combo, we'll get to that a little later with this card, just to show how you can really plus off of using him. And I also run 3 Fire Fist Leopard. Leopard's ability is, during your main phase, if this card was normal summon or special this turn, you contribute 1 Fire Fist monster and set 1 Fire Formation spell or trap directly from your deck. You can only use the effect of Leopard once per turn. So basically with Leopard, if you have Spirit in your hand, you contribute Leopard to add a Tensu to the field, and then if you, or Tenki, whichever one you need for the situation, but for this move, you tribute Leopard, add Tensu, activate Tensu, then use the Tensu to summon the Spirit, the additional normal summon, then you can use Spirit's effect to resummon the Leopard to the field, and then go for your level 6 Synchro. And I also run 3 Fire Fist Bear. Bear just helps with the consistency of being able to get over some pretty difficult monsters. His search effect isn't bad and just all around viable. And 1 Gorilla, just for those pesky back rows at times. Plus, I also run 2 Effect Veiler. Just, for monster problems, the Effect Veiler really helps, since the deck doesn't really have too many answers for monster effect problems. That's it for the monster count. We'll move on to spells. I run 3 Tenki, pretty staple in this deck. Searches out all your main monsters. The card is searchable itself with Leopard or Bear's his name. I can't believe I forgot it. 3 Tensu, just for additional normal summons. Like I said before, really goes well with the Leopard play with Spirit in hand. I'm also running 3 Fire Formation Yoko. I actually found this card a lot more consistent than I thought it would be, just with how much back row cards are played in a bunch of different decks now, including Satellar Knights and a bunch of different things. This card really is helpful. I probably want to side it out, though, against decks that don't play a lot of back rows, like Necroz or anything like that. 3 MST, just for pesky back row. This with Yoko, too good, and you have an answer to the big sets that people play. 1 Raigeki, just for monsters to get over, because you can really push hard with this deck, so you want to be sure that you can get your field swarm and not have to worry about your opponent's field too much. 1 Rekindling. This card is crazy with this deck, just with all it can special summon. You have plenty of targets, all with 200 defense. You can't get Rooster, but you can get Spirit and Leopard and reuse them, so you can go off the summon with the Spirit and the Leopard and then just Rekindling, get them back and do some more plays. It's really crazy. And 1 Book of Moon, just pretty much staple. Now that's it for the spells. We'll move on to traps. I run 1 Fire Formation Tensin. I just run 1 at the moment, mostly because most of the time I just prefer to, search this card out. I don't want to have to draw it. You can search this card out with Rooster or, something else and get it on the field like that. Definitely don't want to draw it, which is why I don't run more than 1. 3 Magic Cylinder, just, another good out to pesky monster attacks. I saw a lot of Yosenju decks using this, and this deck, once again, is, just another great deck that can make use of this card, really hitting your opponent and watching their numbers go down. 2 Mirror Force, once again, just staple, along with 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Torrential Tribute. So that is it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I run 2 Fire Fist Horse Prince, the main synchro of the deck. When this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon 1 level 3 fire monster from your deck. After you synchro summon this card, you cannot special summon level 5 or higher monsters for the rest of this turn. It's really not that difficult. The biggest thing you can do after you make your summon, if you do have Rekindling in your hand and you resummon the Leopard and the Spirit, you can go into a rank 3 summon, which is your best next answer. There are plenty of rank 3s you can use with this deck. I also run 1 Sirius, just another Beast Warrior option, same with Vulcan the Divine. And for rank 3s, I run 2 Fire Fist Lion Emperor. This card helps you recycle your fire monsters in the graveyard. You just can't summon them the turn you add them back with this card, but great just for consistency. 1 Acid Golem just for big numbers. Leviair. Downer Magician just because you do run a lot of rank 3s if you need different options. 1 Alucard as well. And I also run 1 Tiger King and 1 Cardinal. Don't go into these guys too often just because this deck doesn't focus too much on level 4s. 1 Heartland Draco really helps in some, tough situations. 1 101 and 1 Diamond Dyer. So basically the main move that you can get off with this deck is if you have Leopard in your graveyard and you have Spirit in your hand, basically if you either have Tensu on the field because you already summoned the Leopard, you can summon the Spirit, special summon the Leopard, and then synchro for 6, go for your main play, which is Horse Prince. Horse Prince's ability will activate, which will allow you to special summon a Fire Fist level 3 monster. It's a fire monster, not just a Fire Fist, but for this deck it's going to be a Fire Fist. So you special summon Rooster, and then Rooster's effect will activate, which its effect will let you add a fire monster from your deck to your hand. So you can add Fire Fist Bear if you wish, and if you haven't even used the Tensu yet, you can, normal summon it that way in case, you did this last turn and just doing this for the first time that turn. Making it a full field, you have a target to pop with the Bear, and also you have the option of swapping out the Tensu with the Rooster if you wish to grab an even better spell card to help in that situation, like for example Tenki or something like that. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.